Pi price is moving as expected from this very point. Market is moving upward as I predicted, and we are still in this very position right here on the Telegram channel. And if you are following on this very position, pay attention, because very soon we're going to collect half profit off the table and allow the rest of the trade to run all the way to the upside. And if you look at Bitcoin have already entered into $94,000. But something very important is happening right now at this very point that I want to discuss in detail in this very video. So you need to pay attention. And on the 1-day chart Bitcoin, right at this very point, I can tell you for sure, in my opinion, that the market have a lot of momentum to move all the way from where it is right now to the upside into 100K and $101K. And if you look at the Pi mainnet, there is no new migration, and this is very, very significant. And if you come to coin market cap, it discovered that the fear and greed index have moved a little bit, entering into the neutral zone. All of this and many more in this very video. The first thing here is the Pi price action, which we are in a trade on. I was expecting that the market to move upward, and exact same thing we are seeing. This very trade, as you can see right here, we are still in this very position. But something that is very important right now that you must have to pay attention to is the fact that this very trade is not moving as expected. I was expecting door momentum, but the market is taking longer than expected. Door momentum mean market move, come back down, move into the level, but we are seeing a more door momentum than I was expecting. So right now, what I am waiting for is a little bit of push in the market upward a little bit, and we will collect half profit on this very position and possibly shift our stop loss into break even. And that is very important so that we can be in a risk-free trade. So if you are on this very trade, pay attention and monitor my next post on this very channel. And if you've not joined the channel, the link in the description of this very video, join right now. It is absolutely free. Link in the description. What I am still expecting on the Pi 4-hour chart is for the market to move upward, and we are going to collect half profit off the table on this. And if you remember, this very move all the way to the downside is very, very important. The market have to react to this move. That is why I'm expecting market to move into this area and then retracement before continuation to the upside. And this is super important, and that is why we are not seeing this very market just moving into this very area, because the way the market moved down in the past from this very point was very aggressive, and these sellers are still in the market. That is why I expect the market to move a little bit, but not as aggressive as we are expecting. And this is super important. So still pay attention to more updates on that, our position. And if you look at it critically from this very area, the next level of support that we should expect market to retrace into is now this very point, okay? Because as market begin to move upward, it creates new support, and new support are important than old support. So this very level of support is now the new support we should pay attention to, that if market retrace back down, we should see the market come into this very area and then begin to move all the way to the upside. And this is super important, especially if you are in that very position that is on the Telegram channel. This is what you should pay attention to right now, why we monitor the market, where the market is right now, and see what the market is going to play out in the next 24 hours. The next thing here is the Bitcoin price action. I was expecting retracement to come into this market before continuation to the upside. Of course, we've not taken any position on the BTC USD 4-hour chart. However, that position is going to come once I see an entry signal. So the position right here have changed dramatically as market move all the way to the upside. So there are new levels of interest that we must pay attention to for us to be in the right direction of the market. And I want to draw that out for you clearly on this very price action. The first area here is this very region, okay? There is a gap within this very area right at this very point. This is the first area we should expect market to retrace into, and then the second area of interest is this very point right here. These are the two areas that we should expect the market to retrace into right now. If you watch my immediate last video, you discover that the levels we were expecting was within this very point right here, this very area at this very point. But as market move upward, okay, our perspective in the market change together with recent price action, and that is how price action should be done. You consider the recent move more important than previous move, okay, in as much as you're not going to neglect previous move in the market. What that means is the recent support and resistance are very, very strong compared to old support and resistance level, and this is what you must have to pay attention to and keep your eye on if you want to be in the right direction of the market despite the pair you are trading in the market. So right now the perspective about the market have changed as market enter into $94,000. So I am expecting market to retrace within this area of 95,500, this very area right here, and where the market is right now of 93,700. Within this very point, expect market to retrace back down before continuation, or market retrace into this very area before continuation. And I am still going to give that very buy signal in the Telegram channel. So join right now, link in the description of this very video. It is a free channel. So this is what you must have to pay attention to right now. Retracement is going to come in and come to this very point. At this very level, I'm going to verify whether retracement have ended for us to take a buy or long position to the upside, like in this very case, or market come back down into this very area. I will verify whether retracement have ended, and then we're going to take a buy position or a long position from here all the way to the upside. Either of these 2 points are the levels I am not paying attention to for market to move upward after retracement. So on the immediate short term, what I am looking at right now is for retracement to come into the market. Don't expect this very parabolic move to continue into next week. We should see retracement before market continuation, which is what happened in almost all markets. And for the Bitcoin 1-day chart, like I said earlier, the 1-day chart have more capacity of moving all the way to the upside into $100,000. And if you've been following me on this very channel, you discover that we are already on top of our game, because I've been talking about the market moving upward to 90, 91, 92, and we've already crossed that very level. If you discover this very point, if you look at it, this very point right here, markets break out on that very resistance, which is a game changer, meaning markets have more capacity right now. With this very breakout candle, market is going to move all the way upward into $100,000 and 100,000 plus in the next weeks and months, and this is super important. That is why taking a buy position or a long position is a good idea on the Bitcoin 1-day chart. And of course, after the breakout of this very level of important resistance trend line right here, I said immediately after this very breakout that the game have already changed and market is going to begin to move upward on the price of Bitcoin, and exact same thing we are seeing right now. So on the long term, on the 1-day chart, expect this move to continue. I am not expecting retracement where the market is right now on the 1-day chart because of this breakout that just happened right here. Even though market move down a little bit, don't panic. Market is going to still move all the way to the upside into the 100K and 100K plus dollars. And this is what you must have to pay attention to for you to be in the right direction of the market. And for the Pi blockchain, if you look at the mainnet, there is no new migration for the past 24 hours, which means market also have capacity of moving upwards since no coin have been released into circulation. But I have an issue with this very Pi mining. Imagine mining a token and you mine it cheap and you come to the market and sell it off. Meanwhile, investors use hard-earned money to purchase the token, why miners don't really put in that much amount. I'm not saying they don't do the work, but if you consider people that are buying on the market and people that are getting it from mining, you discover that people that are getting it from mining can easily dump the token or the coin on the market compared to investors. I mean long-term investors now. And that is why I don't consider Pi a very long-term hold, except they change something in the white paper and make it a very sustainable coin to hold for the very long term. This is what you must have to pay attention to as well, and this is very important. Personally, I have said it over again on this very channel that if you want to hold Pi, hold it for 6 months and 3 months. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years holding for me is off the table. I am not looking at that. But day to day or week to week trading is very fine, just like we're in the position right now on the Telegram channel. This is what you must have to pay attention to be in the right direction of the market on the price of Pi. And if you come to the coin market cap, it is called that the fear and greed index have shifted a little bit to the 38%. And this means very soon we're going to enter into the neutral position. And don't enter into the market when you see the market enter into this very green zone, because that is the apex of the market when the market is greedy. When the market is greedy, it means that people will want to sell up very, very soon. And that is what you must have to pay attention to. What that means is the best time for you to buy your favorite crypto is right now. Jump in and buy as the market begins to move all the way to the upside. And this is my personal opinion, not a financial advice. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description of this very video and also in the pinned comment. Join right now. It is a free channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.